I know you get tired of telling the story, but you got to tell the story.
Which story?
The Prince story.
That's a great story, though.
But now you rent your house to Prince.
Yeah.
In L.A.
Yeah.
All right, so set it up from there for the audience.
Okay, so I went to the Utah Jazz, and I wanted to live in L.A., so I bought a nice crib. It was in Bel Air.
How much you spent for it?
I spent $8 million on it.
Okay.
It was like 8.6.
So it's probably worth 15.
I'll get to that. I'll get to that. So it was huge. It was like 18,000 square feet. It was immaculate. It had like 10 bedrooms, and it was just a great house. Huge pool, 3 living rooms. It was incredible. Anyway, it was like that, oh, mom, I made it kind of house, that we all do. Anyway, long story short, I got to go back to Utah for the season. It's like September now. Season starts in October. So I go back to Utah, and I'm getting a phone call from my realtor, Roxanne Nelson, and she's like, hey, someone wants to really rent your house out. I was like, I barely lived in the house. I've been there for 1 month. I don't want to rent my house out. And she goes, well, he's willing to pay, $95,000 a month. Oh, 95 grand a month. So I was like, yeah, I'll rent the house out. So I rented out for a year. I had to go out there to sign the paper. So on the off day, I flew out there, and he comes out of a car, and it's Prince. And I'm like, whoa. I said, Roxanne, that's Prince, right? And she's like, yeah. Because he's like, he's kind of, but you know who it is. So I'm like, wow. So I'm trying to hold my composure a little bit. And but he was so cool, man. Very broke the ice, was a very huge fan of basketball. He's from Minnesota, so we had a great conversation about Kevin Garnett, who to me was like one of the toughest matchups I ever had. So I had a great conversation about him. Anyway, long story short, he rents the house out, and I go back to Utah. I hurt my hamstring that year. So I'm coming back to LA to visit Judy Cito, who's a great physical therapist. If you ever get banged up, I got the number for you.
I got banged up last night at the sports Emmys.
I was actually at the gala before the show. The little Anyway, so I come to LA. I hit Prince up. I'm like, hey, I'm coming to town. I'm gonna go stop by the house. If you need anything, let me know. And didn't hear back from him. So I go down the street where I thought my house was at. I pull up to the gate, and I had these 2 lions on the gate. And they weren't there anymore. It was like this big symbol, and I didn't know what the symbol. I didn't know what the symbol was. I didn't know what the symbol was. So I'm looking at the gate, and I'm like, I know this is where I thought I left my house. You know what I mean? So I go back up the street, and I come back down, and I'm like, this has got to be my house. So I put the code in, and it works. Gates open up, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, what's going on? Go up the driveway, and there's like this huge purple carpet. There's like from the motor court to the front door, there was like these stairs, maybe like 15 stairs up.
So like a red carpet, but it was a purple carpet.
But it was a purple carpet with this same symbol.
So he was going by this symbol back then, not...
And I didn't know that.
Oh, so he didn't go by Prince, he went by this symbol.
Apparently.
Okay.
So I'm like, what's going on? So I get up to the house, open the door. My ex-wife had put all this incredible decorations or furniture. She had what do you call it? Some kind of cream Italian carpet. I don't know. I'm not a decorator. All this cream Italian carpet, furnished a whole 18,000 square foot home, right? I get in there, and none of my stuff is in there anymore. It's all this black carpet, it's purple couches, it's black couches. There's pictures of him everywhere, which I never saw that before. I'm not talking about
Were they like portraits?
I'm talking about posters, like you see at a movie theater, Wilt Chamberlain right here, Willis Reed. It's huge everywhere.
Can you be mad at him?
I was pissed because I was like, "What happened to my house?" And we didn't agree to this in the contract. So I'm trying to get a hold of him. I'm calling. I'm like, I'm going to sue you. And who wants to sue Prince? Really? Who? I was probably my parents probably conceived me to your music at some point in time. So I really don't want to, At the end of the day, he reached back out to me maybe 6 weeks later, and he was on tour in Asia for his album 3121. He's like, Los, don't worry. When I move out, it'll be like I was never there. And he wired me $500,000 to ease my mind. And it was crazy. When he moved out, it was like he was never there. It was like, let me just tell you how much money Prince had. He rented my house for him basically a little over $1 million for the year. He moved all of my stuff of an 18,000 square foot, fully furnished house in storage, redecorated the entire thing the way he wanted it, wired me $500K to ease my mind, moved all that stuff back out and put my stuff back in like he was never there. And that's how much money Prince had. Incredible.
Did you get to play? Did you ever play hoops with Prince?
Yeah, so on the rooftop, it was a tennis court. I turned into a basketball court. So the day that
Wait, on the roof of the house?
It was like a rooftop terrace. Crazy.
Wait, you had a tennis court on the roof?
Yeah. So the house was owned.
You got too much money, man.
The house was owned by someone that was in the entertainment business. So he had a lot of entertainment. He wanted he built the house. Anyway, so we shot the first day that he came to sign. It was pretty cool. He had a good shot. He actually had a good jump shot.
I know, but we keep hearing about Prince's game.
I mean, I don't know if he had game. I didn't see him play. He just shot around a little bit.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.